Hey y'all, JP here. Just had something cross my mind a little bit ago, and I tried to put this on my phone, and of course, my phone is too slow, so hopefully this will be faster. Um, I was just thinking about something that is somewhat controversial. Um, some of you might not agree, some of you will agree. I don't know. But it's something that I've been studying for the last few years, and that is the praying in the spirit, or in other words, praying in tongues. Um, I want to share with you guys some instances where, or the instance that I was able to pray in the spirit or pray in my uh, prayer language or tongues. Um, at one particular time, I was living in Florida, and I was asking questions of a friend of mine who owned a restaurant called uh, God's Cafe down in Leesburg, Florida, um, right across from my school. And he helped me go a little, he and his wife actually, they both helped me go deeper in my walk with the Lord. And I asked him one day about tongues. And he is basically a prophet, or he talks to God a lot. God talks to him. God talks to him a lot. And so I asked him, I said, I want to know about this tongues. I've been taught against it all my life, or whether it's real or not. So, I mean, what do you have to say about it? And he goes, it's basically your prayer language between you and God, and it actually is. There there's several scriptures when it comes to tongues. There's like the private prayer language, and then there's the corporate prayer language. And so, like, if you're praying, let's say if you're praying in the spirit in a church and people can hear you, they want to know like the interpretation of what you're saying. So they would have somebody interpret. Does anybody have an interpretation of this or something like that? In your private time, um, praying in the spirit is for you and God, for personal one-on-one um, conversations with you and God. Scripturally, besides corporate uh, the corporate prayer language. Paul, the Apostle Paul, wrote in first, I think it might have been First or Second Corinthians. I'm not 100% sure, but he says basically, I thank God that I pray in tongues more than you all. Um, and one thing about praying in tongues that I've learned is if you uh, pray in tongues, if you've ever prayed in tongues before, you're edifying yourself in the Spirit. That's found in Jude chapter 1. Um, Strengthening yourself in the Spirit. Also, prophecy. Uh, when you when we talk about hearing God's voice um, and prophecy, one of the ways to strengthen your prophetic gift is praying in the Spirit. And I've come to find out praying in the Spirit from my own personal journey, it might not be your journey or whatnot. You might be on a different journey, and that's fine. But praying in the Spirit, from what I've learned, is getting your mind out of the way and letting God take over. And and I asked God about this. I said, "Can I have I've heard a lot about this. I've studied it. Can I have it?" And he says, "You already have it. But in order to fully function in it, you have to basically uh, get your mind out of the way." And I was like, well, and he's like, "If you want your tongue, ask. I want you to pray for some people, like lift them up in prayer." And I said, "Well, who do you want me to pray for?" And he said, I want you to ask me to bless those who have hurt you and taken advantage of you and screwed your heart over. And I said, Lord, that's a great deal of people, a lot of people. I can name like 7 or 8 of them right off the bat, but I'm not going to, because who knows, they might be stumbling across this video and wanting to learn something. And so I prayed for them and I asked God to bless them because He told me to. And then once I was finished with that, I started praying in my prayer language that God gave me. The Spirit filled up inside me and just bubbled out. And so that's how I got my prayer language. And then I woke up the next day and I asked the Lord, what was that last night? And He goes, that's your prayer language. And when you're deep in prayer, and I'm asking you to pray for people that have hurt you, which are a lot of people, your prayer language will come forth because it's hard for you to pray for those who have hurt you and asking me to bless them. So, and again, praying in tongues might be for some of you, it might not be for all of you, I don't know. But I ask God questions about this type of thing. And this was one of the biggest questions that I had because I've always been taught against it. And it's really it kind of puts people on edge. But I hope that gives you, some ideas on praying in the Spirit. Again, Jude chapter 1 and 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians are probably the books that I would look into for more on the subject. There's probably also the book of Revelation, but anyway. Also, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and be sure to comment. And also, getting ready for Homesick 3. We are very, very close. Hoping on the 26th, but who knows? We'll see. And my friend's album again coming soon. He's working on an album right now. I put up a video about it earlier, which is very interesting. I got 1 dislike, but that's okay. I don't really care about the dislikes or the likes. At least people are getting my videos talking. So, again, guys, I hope this video helps you out, and be sure to check out my YouTube channel pretty soon because the Homesick 3 is coming, and I will give you my thoughts on the album and give you, if God is speaking through the album, which I know He will, I'll be giving you prophetic insight on that from what the album is trying to say and what He's trying to say through the album through my friend who's worked on this for so long, about 1.5 years. So I hope that you guys have a great day and hope this video has helped you if you're looking into praying in the Spirit and stuff like that. I pray that God, if you're asking God for a prayer language, I pray that He gives it to you, and I pray that you are uplifted in that. So hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.